Hello, welcome back. I'm Ron. Today I wanted to dive into something that's been a smaller conversation but worth talking about in the recent days of DJI being pushed out of the US. Now, what if DJI just uses shell companies or rebrands like Skyrover to get around US restrictions? I know that's been a conversation in some circles. Spoiler alert, that loophole is already closed. And let me explain exactly why. The U.S. Department of Commerce new affiliate rules, also called the 50% rule, says that any company 50% or more owned or controlled by restricted entity is treated exactly like the entity itself. I'm going to use the company Skyrover as an example in this video, but there are other DJI shell companies out there, basically companies selling DJI products under different brand names. Skyrover X1, for example, is technically a new brand, but its app connects to the DJI's backend, uses shared cloud infrastructure, and even accepts DJI credentials. That's exactly the kind of tie regulators will be on the lookout for. Now, some people may think DJI can just spin up a new brand or shell company like Skyrover to get around US restrictions, but that loophole just got closed. The U.S. Department of Commerce new affiliate rule, effective September 29, 2025, already in effect, says any company that's 50% or more owned or controlled by any restricted entity is treated exactly the same. So if Skyrover or any rebranded drone shares DJI's backend, ownership, or infrastructure, they'll get hit with the same ban. The days of hiding behind shell companies are over. So here's how quickly Skyrover or similar DJI affiliates could disappear from US shelves if DJI gets banned or restricted here in the United States. I'm going to break this into basically 3 separate scenarios and timelines, and we'll talk about each one individually. First, it'll be the optimistic scenario. Then we'll talk about kind of a middle or most likely scenario. And finally, we'll talk about an aggressive or fast-paced scenario in the 24 to 72 hour range if, again, DJI gets banned. So 3 scenarios. So breaking these down individually, if DJI gets hit with restrictions, here's how the whole Skyrover or affiliate thing could play out. From an optimistic standpoint, let's call that the slow cooker. In this world, things would move kind of like molasses. After DJI is restricted, we're talking maybe 2 to 4 months before affiliates like Skyrover really get pulled from shelves. And yes, maybe why so slow? Well, there could be court delays, comment periods, or regulators taking a methodical case-by-case approach to this scenario. So what that means is big retailers get notices, some pause orders voluntarily, enforcement letters, trickle out, and smaller stores try to figure this all out for themselves. Skyrover might still be sitting on some shelves for a while, but the clock will be ticking for them. Honestly, even in this slow scenario, you don't want to be the person scrambling to buy last-minute stock. Okay, let's talk about a middle or most likely scenario. That's the case scenario that we'll probably actually see. Here we're talking days to a few weeks after DJI officially gets hit. The affiliate rule kicks in. That's the 50% ownership / control. And regulators start treating Skyrover and any other affiliate just like the parent company DJI. Customs starts intercepting shipments, major retailers pull products off the shelves, and even online stores like Amazon and Best Buy start freezing listings. For you and me, that means Skyrover can vanish from big name stores within a few weeks. Gray market sellers might try to move stock fast, but supply is going to tighten, prices may spike, and inventory won't last long. So let's play out the aggressive or fast-paced, we'll call this the holy crap fast-paced scenario. In this one, we're talking literally days, maybe even overnight. Let's say there's an emergency NDAA, FCC, Commerce order, or Department of Justice, or Office of Foreign Assets and Control Enforcement notice. Regulators can hit affiliates like Skyrover immediately. Customs seizes shipments, e-commerce listings vanish, brick and mortar stores pull inventory, and poof, everything's gone. If this happens, there's zero wiggle room. Skyrover and any affiliate with clear DJI ties disappears from US retail practically overnight. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of swift enforcement the government has been gearing up for some time now. The writing's been on the walls. Okay, so whether it's slow, medium, or lightning fast, the takeaway is clear. Affiliates, shell companies, or rebrands like Skyrover are not a safe backdoor. The rules are out. The government is watching, and if it's tied to DJI, it's going to get hit. All right, so here's the bottom line. Don't be fooled if a company is 50% or more owned by DJI or tied to their back end or cloud services. The US rules treat it exactly like DJI itself. Those shell companies or rebrand ideas aren't going to save anyone. If you already have a Skyrover or a similar rebranded drone, hang on to your receipt and serial numbers. You might need them. Thinking about buying a new one, I would hold off, at least for now, until the legal dust settles. It's not worth getting caught in the gray area of a purchase. And for retailers out there that may be watching, you may want to check your inventory, check with your legal department. You don't want to be on the hook when enforcement kicks in. Bottom line, the rules are clear. The loopholes are mostly closed. And if it's tied to DJI, again, it's going to get hit. So there you have it. Shell companies and rebrands are not a magical loophole. The law and technical enforcement are already designed to catch that. Skyrover is the perfect example of why rebranding alone won't save a company tied to DJI. So that's it for this video. If you found this useful, do me a favor, like, subscribe. I'll keep breaking down everything for you in the world of, DJI, Skyrover, and what comes next for US drone pilots. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Everybody have a great week.